All right, looks like we're live. First, I want to say welcome everyone. Right now, I'm testing. This is like my second test. I think it says test two. I don't know if I put test two, but this is test two. I'm just practicing. This is like my first time doing not first time, my second time doing a stream on YouTube. Started like a couple hours ago, and then what wound up happening? Started reading the book, so I turned it into the like Art of War book reading. So I'm testing like right here, like how I did. Cause right now I'm using Streamlab, and I'm testing that, and like things like this, like the pop-ups, um, and stuff like that. So I'm just testing, so I know how to use it, get an idea how to stream, get an idea of the lighting. Speaking of which, okay, got to get the lighting going. So let me see. At least, turned it off. And this is the thing. So I'm trying to figure out. So okay, so that's what I'm actually working on. Just trying to get the lighting, the stuff on the screen. What else? There's no light coming from this angle. So let me do this. There's like a little light, but man, lighting is important, man. Oh, I guess I could have hit that too. All right, but that's what this is about. So it's not, I'm assuming, I'm not announcing that I'm doing this. So, all right, so I think that's good in regards to lighting. If anybody sees this, let me know what you think. I'm just doing it as a blind, just testing. But I am testing it public though, so if somebody you might jump in and see it. All right, so that's where we're at. Earlier today, a couple hours ago, when I was testing, I decided to pick up the book Art of War, and here we go, Art of War, and do it like an Art of War book reading. And while I'm reading this way, I'm testing in regards to the mic. Am I close to the mic? Then I'll just review the video to see how it came out. And if anybody's in the chat, I'll and give me feedback there. I'll be able to use that information to better understand if it's working out. So, like I said, I'm just reading the Sun Tzu. We're already on page 49. So if you're joining us now, I'm just reading Sun Tzu, Art of War. And basically, it's a book about an ancient Chinese, I'm assuming a warrior, not warrior, but like a general whose war tactics were like world renowned. And it's a book. This is back an ancient book. And so you have a lot of the people at the time, or in that period, around that period, that were commenting on his comments. So he makes a comment, and then, so I'll say Master Sun, and then there's these different generals that would respond to his comments, I guess, to expound on it. And then so I'm adding Big Nard comments because I'm Big Nard, and I'm adding the Big Nard comments to it. So it's Sun Tzu, his words. I'll tell you what I think about it. You'll get the Big Narderisms, and then I'll go through the book to see what it's like. And actually, let me see if this makes sense. Let me see. So, like in this one, we have Sun Tzu at the top. That's what he's saying. I'll read that. I'll add mine, and then when I'm finished, I'll start reading these ones. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. So, it's exciting, but not exciting, right? So again, I'm doing this to practice, to make sure I look at the camera every now and then, but I'm reading, so I got to look down. I don't know any other way to do that unless there's some type of way you could read and look at the camera, but I don't think that's possible. Without a teleprompter, see? Let me think about that. But I'm not going to be using no teleprompters, man, not me. All right, so that's pretty much it. So we're on page 49, Art of War, Sun Tzu. This one is the Shambhala Dragon Edition. Dragon Edition. All right, so here we go. We're going to start it back up. Page 49 at the top. Let's take it from the top, literally. So Master Sun says military operation involves deception. Even though you are competent, appear to be incompetent. Though effective, appear to be ineffective. Man, this dude be dropping bombs, man. So that's pretty deep, man. So Big Nard, the great wise Big Nard, ancient from back in the ancient days. Um, so this I like the way. First of all, I like the concept, right? So because if what happens is it allows the um the element of surprise, basically. So if they think you're not intelligent, then they won't assume that if you look dumb, they won't think that you will do an intelligent action, right? If you And that's what I mean by deception, though. If you're competent, if you're incompetent, they're not gonna put as much emphasis or have as much energy or use as many tactics, right? They may think that, hey, this is a piece of cake, so they won't bring out everything that if you was if they deemed you a equal or greater foe, now they're going to use more energy to attack or to come at you. Yeah, and then if you're ineffective, all of that stuff matters. So basically, it allows the enemy to actually underestimate you, and hopefully his underestimations allows him to or her to underestimate the amount of resources required, and then you could actually overwhelm them by the element of surprise. That's what for me, that's what I have it. All right, so that's Big Nard, and then now I'm gonna read. So Cacao, Cacao, he says military action has no standard form. It goes by the way of deception. And this Mayochin says, without deception, you cannot carry out strategy. Without strategy, you cannot control the opponent. So that's pretty interesting, man. And then Wang Zi says deception is for the purpose of seeking victory over an enemy. To command a group requires truthfulness. And Zhang Yu says, while strong in reality, appear to be weak, while brave in reality, appear to be cowardly. This method was effective against the Huns. So so he must have fought the Huns and used these methodologies. Li Quan told a story of how one of the generals of the Han dynasty rebelled and joined forces with the Huns. The emperor sent 10 scouts to observe them. All reported that they could be effectively attacked. The emperor then sent one, Lu Jing, who reported that, on the contrary, the Huns could not be effectively attacked. When the emperor asked him why, he replied, when two countries are at a standoff, they should be flaunting their strengths. Pretty good. When I went, all I saw were feeble and the elderly. Surely they are competent, yet appearing to be incompetent. So I consider it unfeasible to attack. Wow, that's pretty deep. The emperor was wroth. He punished Lu Jing for getting in his way and personally set out with a large contingent. They were hemmed in by the Huns, however, and cut off from supplies for 7 days. This, concluded Li, is the meaning of an army appearing to be weak. So that's the ultimate setup, man. Just all you see is old, feeble people, and then they go, "Oh, this is a piece of cake," and they run in, and then they got set up, man. But that's what I'm saying. This book is good, man. And this just doesn't apply to war. This applies to life, just life in general. So, this is amazing to me. Like, so I like this. I like this. Oh wait, it's not done. Let me see. Sorry about that. That was Li Quan. So then, Dumu. In this thing, there's a guy named Dumu and a guy named Do You. Now, Do You is freaking, I can't help every time I say that, it's funny as hell. So Dumu says this is a matter of deceptively concealing your state. you should not let the opponent see what state you are in. Now, I mean, like this works for everything, man. For if the enemy sees your condition, he will surely have a response. An example of this is when the Huns let the emissaries of Han only see the feeble and old. And then Duyu says, this means that when you are really competent and effective, you outwardly appear to be incompetent and ineffective. So as to cause the enemy to be unprepared. And that's exactly what I was saying too. So when the Wang Zi says, when strong, appear weak. When brave, appear fearful. Orderly, appear chaotic. Full, appear empty. Wise, appear foolish. And then it says, many appear to be few. Oh, if many appear to be few. Advancing, appear to retreat. Moving quickly, appear to be slow. Taking, appear to leave. In one place, appear to be in another. Yo, man, that's what I'm saying, man. This is the good stuff, man. This works with everything. When you have little, you make it look like you have more. When you have more, make it seem like you have little. Oh man. When you have chocolate, make it appear like you have vanilla. Because some people don't like chocolate. Then that means you get all of the vanilla for yourself. That is the most unwise statement I've made. But that's funny as hell, man. It's just like all right, so Zhang Yu, he says, when you are going to do battle, make it seem as if you are retreating. When you are going to hasten, make it seem as if you are relaxing. This, my friend, he didn't say this part, but this, my friend, is the way. All right, so that's what they have to say about that. Man, to me, it's really impressive, man. Appear one way and be the other. And in the sense of downplay your strengths to make them seem like weaknesses. So when people come towards it, those are your strengths. Wow, man. Your weaknesses are your strengths. Oh my goodness, man. That is too cool, man. I like that. So now Master Sun says, when you are going to attack nearby, make it look as if you're going to go a long way. When you are going to attack far away, make it look as if you are going just a short distance. Now, today, what's today? What's today's date, man? Today is January 20th, right? So I was just looking in the news that Russia, this is like a current thing in the news right now, right? So it looks like, according to what the news is saying, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just going by what they say. But according to the news, Russia looks like they're going to invade the heck's the place? Russia, not Croatia. God, Ukraine. I think it's Ukraine. Yeah, Russia's gonna invade Ukraine. That's what it looks like. I'm not 100%. For some reason, I'm just not 100% on that. But Russia's gonna invade Ukraine or a nearby country. So they're forming troops. But the thing is, you don't know if everybody thinks that they're gonna invade Ukraine, and then I saw something that maybe they might actually be setting that up to throw a diversion and invade Kazakhstan. So that would be an example of this. So what's happening now would be Russia using these tactics, and the United States is seeing that Russia looks like they're gonna invade Kuwait, but meanwhile they may be doing that as a diversion while they're gonna invade some country that's not in that area. So we'll read that again. So when you are going to attack nearby, make it look as if you are going to go a long way. When you are going to attack far away, Make it look as if you are going a short distance. Now this is Lee Kwan. So Lee Kwan says this is to cause the opponent to be unprepared, and he's the only one that responded on that one. But yeah, that was my take on it. Now Master Sun says draw them in with the prospect of gain. Take them by confusion. And so draw them in with the prospect of gain. Take them by confusion. Listen, that's what I'm telling you, man. This book is crazy. Like those concepts, when I say crazy, it's amazing. So what I'm interpreting from that thing is you bring somebody in thinking that it's gonna be something that they're gonna gain. Now, obviously, in regards to the conflict, I'm gonna call it, or war, but let them come in. They think they're gonna get something, but then they get something totally different. Basically like an ambush, right? Or you set somebody up, you leave something that they see that's of value. You're basically setting a trap. Yeah. All right. So I'm condensing that down to setting a trap. And then so Mayo Chin says, if they are greedy, lure them with goods. And then Zhang Yu says, show them a little prospect of gain to lure them, then attack and overcome them. All right, so me and these guys agree. I got ancient wisdom of the wise from the great warriors. So that's my warrior spirit speaking. And then Dumu says, when the enemy is confused, you can use this opportunity to take them. Jilin, I would have crafty interlopers confuse them, then wait for them to fall in disarray in order to take them. Man, bro. And this is being used against us, man, all the time. That's what's crazy. Zhang Yu. Use deception to throw them into confusion. Lead them on in order to take them. When the states of Wu and Yu were at war with each other, Wu sent out 3,000 criminals to give an appearance of disorder as to lure the Yu. Some of the criminals ran. Some of them gave up. The Yu army fought with them only to be defeated by the army of Wu. When the states of Wu and Yu were at war, I got to reread that. Wu sent out 3,000 criminals to give the appearance of disorder so as to lure the Yu. Some of the criminals ran. Some of them gave up. The Yu army fought with them only to be defeated by the Wu army. So yeah, man. So that's crazy. All right, so that finishes that one. So now Master Sun says, when they are fulfilled, be prepared against them. When they are strong, avoid them. And that's pretty much. I'm gonna stop there, but I just wanted to say this was good stuff. Check out drboycewatkins.com. Also, go to godier.com. Check that out. That's a book I'm working on. So we got Dr. Boyce Watkins. Check out godier.com. Is it working? Oh, that's on the ticker. And check out my man, gmaculategaming.com. All right. So, hey, man. So, everybody signing off. Have a great one. All right. Take care. All right. Bye.